Hello and welcome to Cut Through the Noise with me, Aisling O'Rourke. This is the podcast for business leaders who want to increase your sales and elevate your marketing through impactful communications. Here we don't just talk theory, we deliver actionable advice to help you connect with your audience and grow your business. This episode is a special one as we reflect on the key insights from Series 6. Over the past few weeks, I've had some incredible guests on the podcast, and they've shared their expertise on communications, marketing, storytelling, crisis management, and more. So let's take a look back at some of the standout moments from Season 6. We kicked off Season 6 by discussing the importance of taking time to reflect and reset, rather than rushing into new projects just because it's the start of a new year. I encouraged you to really assess your communication strategy. I posed 3 questions. Is your communication strategy still relevant? Is your marketing plan working for you? And are you implementing both effectively? They were 3 questions that I posed in episode 1 of Season 6. Hi, Aisling here again, popping in to remind you about the Clarity Collective. If you're a business owner, solopreneur, or team leader who wants to communicate with confidence and attract the right clients, clarifying your message along the way, then the Clarity Collective is for you. The Clarity Collective can transform your business in 2025. It's a 12-month mastermind program designed for independent business owners who want to elevate their communication skills, build stronger, more authentic brands. You can sign up at the link in the show notes or email me directly on hello@thecommunicationscoach.ie to help you make 2025 the year that you stand out from the crowd and cut through the noise. Now, in episode 2 of this series, I had the pleasure of speaking with Lachlan Hart. And Lachlan Hart is somebody that I wanted to get on the show for quite some time. He is an award-winning podcast producer. And in our conversation, he shared his insights into creating compelling content before he packed up and headed off to launch a new venture in Perth, Australia. Lachlan gave us a masterclass in storytelling, explaining why great content isn't just about information, it's about the emotion and connection you insert into the story. One of my biggest takeaways from my conversation with Lachlan: the best stories resonate because they're rooted in authenticity. If you want to improve your content strategy, then this episode is a must listen for you. In episode 3, we turned to crisis communications, and I always try and have an episode every now and then on crisis communications because I believe every business needs a crisis comms plan, because the only thing we're guaranteed is that something will go wrong along the way. I had the pleasure of speaking with Captain Niall Downey. So Captain Niall Downey is an Aer Lingus pilot, but he was a cardiothoracic surgeon. And he spoke to me about the aviation industry's no blame culture when it comes to investigating incidents, accidents, investigating why things go wrong. Instead, the aviation system focuses on creating systems to reduce human error. You see, it acknowledges that we are all human and that mistakes will happen. So we spoke to Niall about how businesses can adopt the same mindset when creating their communication strategy and their crisis comms plan within that. We spoke about how we can foster accountability and continuous improvement rather than focusing on fear and blame. I really enjoyed my conversation with Captain Niall Downey, and I feel it's a crucial conversation with lessons for leaders navigating challenging situations. So I do recommend that you check the episode out. Now, staying on our theme of strategic communications for this particular season, I was delighted to be joined by Suzanne Dempsey. And Suzanne is the head of the climate action team at Laois County Council. Together, we explored the process of developing a communications plan that ensures brand consistency and public engagement. We spoke about our work together because I did help the climate action team in Laois County Council with their communications plan. And Suzanne also shared some insights from recent research conducted by the Environmental Protection Agency highlighting the role of each of us in driving climate awareness. So, if you're leading a team or organization and need to refine your messaging, this episode really focuses in on making the public aware of the work that you're doing and how to do it in a way that brings the public in on the journey. And in my final conversation for season 6, I was delighted to be joined by the portrait boss, Caroline Murray. We spoke about brand photography, the role of visual storytelling and branding, and how the right visuals can help your business stand out. I mean, the right visuals when it comes to social media, that can help stop the scroll. And it's so important that your visuals are to the same standard as the rest of your work and the rest of the effort you put into your brand. Caroline spoke about brand photography isn't just about looking good, it's about communicating your values, your personality, and your professionalism through your imagery. So if you're facing into a rebrand, or if you're honest, your visual identity isn't up to scratch, then this episode is full of practical advice. I will say, Caroline Murray was the photographer on duty for my own visuals for the communicationscoach.ie, just full transparency. And I enjoyed that experience so much that that's why I wanted her to share her expertise with you. And it's hard to believe it, but that brings us to the end of season 6 of Cut Through the Noise. I hope these conversations have given you some fresh insights and some practical steps to improve your communication strategy in 2025. Remember the mastermind, the Clarity Collective, it's a rolling entry. So if it is something that you're interested in, drop me an email to hello@thecommunicationscoach.ie and I'll schedule a discovery call with you. If you missed any of these episodes, or indeed previous episodes, please do make sure you check them out wherever you get your podcasts. And if you'd like to be kind to us, if you've been enjoying what we do here on Cut Through the Noise, please do give us a star rating on Spotify, a comment on the episode on Spotify, or if you're an Apple user, a review there. And as I said, if you're ready to take your communications to the next level, don't forget to sign up for the Clarity Collective. All the details are in the show notes. Thank you for listening to Cut Through the Noise. If you found this episode valuable, I'd love it if you could give us a 5-star review and share it with friends and colleagues. Remember, while content may well be king, clarity is key if you want to stand out from the crowd and cut through the noise. See you next season.